Leading by 4. Irving dishes to Love. Here's James. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 26 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme. They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Fans, get ready to get down. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. To tie it up. And a wide-open look for Freak. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive. But the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Back to Irving. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And it's a 7-point Cleveland lead.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
There's a screen. Right side Westbrook. Off the screen. Stolen by Thompson. And here is Irving. James kicks to Thompson. Shumpert with it. Westbrook picks him up. Puts the move on. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Durant wide open. He fires. The baseline J off the mark.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
And here are the Cavaliers. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Irving against Ibaka. Here's Irving. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Some good competition, but the hope.
Hi, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan. LeBron James. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out, and that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but
Starting in Slovenia.
We are in Toronto, Ontario, where the Raptors look to take one from a Western Conference team here at the Air Canada Centre. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Marks in for Andre Robertson. So the Thunder 5 right now. Marks in at 2-guard. Dion Waiters is out there with Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They set the pick. And Joseph kicks to Carroll. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Thanks, Doris. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Joseph with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 2 on the clock. Puts it up, and Durant sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Ross, he's checked in for the Raptors. Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them. When you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Thunder making a change here. McGary's checked in. Payne kicks to Waiters. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here's a look at the stats for Biyombo. This past month, he's really set himself apart. 2nd in rebounding, and he's an eraser inside, a definite factor defensively, right in that top 5 in blocks per game.
And again, you know, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean. Outstanding effort.
To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Passes to McGarry. Now here's Payne. In the corner, it's Freak. 4 on the shot clock. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Oklahoma City has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Now here's Here's Payne. He's guarded closely. The shot's good from Cantor.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows...
I want everyone here, Canada Center, to get on up.
And DeMar DeRozan, the starter for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto. For Ross. Powell, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor, he checked in for Steven Adams. Mitch McGary comes in for Serge Ibaka. Durant's checked in for Roberson. And it's Marks in for Payne. So the Thunder 5 right now. Marks in at shooting guard. McGary out there with Durant. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Raptors with the lead. Wright dishes to Valanciunas. Wright sets a screen for Valanciunas. Nice job coming off that screen. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Durant kicks to McGarry. Westbrook passes to Marks. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. 5th, Kevin Durant.
With the passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets. In the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers stepped up to deliver. He picked up 5 points and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Cantor dishes to Freak, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Durant kicks to McGary. Waiters against Carroll. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Powell. He's guarded by Waiters. On the wing, DeRozan cans the shot from the wing.